Hey, I'm the final anomaly, and today I bring you the updated ABC Therion Springans deck. Yep, I said Springans, and it is wild. Adding the Springans engine to the deck has opened so many combo routes, has opened so many ways of going into your plays, and back before, if you think you had bricked, now with the Springans engine, it really just opens that up for you and unbricks you. It's also crazy because the Springans engine on its own will actually go to Auroradon and Therion King or Abyss Dweller, whichever route you want to choose, without any of the actual ABC pieces, without before needing to go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. It's that engine on its own just combos out crazy. But with the added engine, it gives you the options of whatever board you want to do depending on what opponent you're playing. So for today's video, we're going to go over the deck list and hear me out on some of these cards. Then I'll go over some combos. I think it's 3 of them that I'm going to be showing y'all. No replays today, but I will be posting a video in the future with some replays if you want to see the deck in action. So the deck consists of 42 cards. We have Chiwen, that's obviously for the Auroradon line so that we can do our search for 9 Pillrs. We have Maxx for the hand traps, 2 of them because you have to have them in case you go second. We have Mecha Beast Lion, again that's also for the Auroradon line. The reason we have it at 2 is because if we open it then we can't go the Auroradon line anymore. Now keep in mind, opening O-Lion doesn't absolutely mean brick. It's actually pretty good, especially now with the new cards that are in here, because if we can discard it, it's going to help us get into Ancient Fairy Dragon, it's going to help us get into potentially Auroradon. So it's still a really great card to draw into, but we don't want to draw into it, if you know what I mean. For the other hand traps, is we're going to have Ash Blossom. We have to have the Ashes. Eventually, we're going to switch some of these out again, like I said earlier. 2 ASO Cores, 2 B-Busters, and 2 Sea Crush. That's just for the ABC line. That's also going to help us get into Auroradon. That's going to help us open up more plays. So that's the reason we have those. Obviously, it's an ABC deck. 1 Springans Rockey and 1 Springans Brother. These 2 cards work so well together because you'll send Springans Rockey to the grave, bring them back with Springans Brother as a special summon, and with Springans Rockey, you'll be able to bring back Discard Father, that is Springans Brother, to the hand. It's kind of crazy the way that works. Galaxy Soldier, this card is a must in the deck. Every other card is a light monster except for the 3 Springans cards that are in here, and then of course O-Lion and Destrudo. But for most of the cards here are light. Anyways, Galaxy Soldier will unbrick your hand, bring out Therion King, bring out the possibility of a link, extend with ABC. It's such a great card. I have one of the combos in here where I'll show you where you open with 1 Galaxy Soldier and how it just unbricks your hand and gets you into combo. 2 Union Drivers, you have to have Union Driver at 2 because if you draw into 1, you're kind of stuck. And so you have to have it at 2, and then you tend to draw into a Union Driver very often in this deck, which is very annoying. But at the same time, it's not bad because you just bring them back with ASO 4 and then you have Discard Fodder. Destrudo, one of the key cards in this deck because this is going to get you to Ancient Fairy Dragon, and anytime you can get Ancient Fairy Dragon on the board, you pretty much have full combo, or at least most of your combo. Springans Branga. The only reason I have him versus a different Springans card is because I need to have Springans at 3 for some of the combos, and this helps get Discard Fodder once it's in the grave for ABC in case I have like a hand trap that I don't want to get rid of and I need Discard Fodder. Springans Branga lets us bring back a card from the grave, or I believe search a card. It lets us search a card so that we have Discard Fodder. Therion King Regulus, obviously this is ABC Therion, even though there's only 1 Therion, but Therion King comes out of the deck just so easy, so easy. Nibiru, because Nibiru is very helpful. Of course, this may change too as we get into Master Rank. Springans Watch. This card here is for the new combo route. Springans Watch will help you search Great Sansi, or if you already have Great Sansi, it's going to help you search 2 Springans, which is crazy. So definitely a must. It's also a Springans card, which if you draw this and Great Sansi together, you still get combo. Dragon Ravine is crazy in this deck. Dragon Ravine, not a 1-card combo because you do have to discard and then you still have to summon a card. But Dragon Ravine is guaranteed Ancient Fairy Dragon all the time, which is guaranteed almost full combo, if not full combo. If you draw Dragon Ravine and Mecha Beast Lion, that is a free Ancient Fairy Dragon, which gets you to full combo. It's crazy how that works. 2 chicken games. Hear me out, y'all. I know the deck is 42 cards and there's 2 chicken games, so you might be thinking, why not just 40 cards and no chicken games? There's a very huge reason for this. There are so many cards that I don't want to open with. I don't want to open with Chiwen. I don't want to open with O-Lion. I don't want to open with 9 Pillrs. I don't want to open Springans Branga unless I draw into the Springans card. I don't want to open Union Driver. There's just so many cards in this deck that I do not want to open with. And so Chicken Game is going to help with the ratios to make it a little bit less likely to open those cards. Not just that, but I don't know how many times I have found myself in a position where I can special summon Ancient Fairy Dragon, but no field spell to go into combo. And so now Chicken Game kind of aids in that, because I can use Chicken Game to help unbrick the hand. I have the free field spell for 1,000 life points. I'll get to draw a card, kind of see what I get, and if I'm able to go into Ancient Fairy Dragon, I have found myself in so many situations where I draw Destrudo and I don't have a field spell. Sorry, land. I don't have a field spell to where I can't even go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. So anyways, Chicken Game helps so much out with that. You guys make the judgment. You guys figure out if that's beneficial or not, but I found myself needing it more often than not. And then Union Hanger is just huge. Obviously, Union Hanger's the bread and butter of the deck. Now, Great Sandsea, y'all. This card right here is the new route, the new combo route. As long as you have this and another Springans card, and keep in mind you have tons of them, right? You have 3, 4, 5. You have 6 Springans cards. You have 6 Springans cards. You're more than likely going to draw one. Anyways, as long as you have this and another Springans card, you pretty much get the full Auroradon line and Therion King, or Abyss Dweller and Therion King. You're going to get something. Just having this, you're going to get something on the board. You most likely will want to choose the Auroradon line and Therion, which will give you 3 negates. Just with this one card and another Springans card in hand. It is wild. I do show it in one of the combos for the video. But there are so many different routes you can take. And not just that. Let's say you don't open another Springans, but you open Destrudo and you don't have another field spell. This is that field spell that's going to get you out of that pickle. Therion Discolosseum, obviously, to search Therion King. Again, it's another land. In case you can go into Ancient Fairy Dragon without the field spell. I keep saying land. 2 Called by the Graves, you gotta have them in case you get Maxx or Ash. Tally-Ho Springans, this card right here is crazy. This is the card that's gonna help you extend if you absolutely want to get a full board with Abyss Dweller. This is gonna be key. And I'm not Ancient Fairy Dragon, but Abyss Dweller and still have Therion King. This is what's going to open that up for you. And then 9 Pillars, because you want to be Dark Ruler safe, you want to be Droplet safe, you want to have spell speed for negate. You want to return to the deck in case they have an effect where you negate it and then they still have a destruction effect. This card is just so dang good. For the extra deck, we have 2 ABCs. I wish I could have it at 3 because I found myself in a position where a 3rd ABC would be awesome. But in this case, I don't have the room for it. Chiwen, that's just for the search of the 9 Pillars. That's going to be it for the Aurora. That's going to be for the Auroradon line. Ancient Fairy Dragon is one of the bread and butters too, like of the deck or of the extra deck, because you want to go into Ancient Fairy Dragon absolutely every chance you get, because he's pretty much guaranteed full combo or at least fixing your board. Borreload Savage Dragon, a negate, and it's there for the Auroradon line. Abyss Dweller, because Abyss Dweller has become an absolute must for the meta. Springans Merrymaker, this card here is crazy. It is crazy because you find yourself in a position where you can just get a free special summon, go into Champion Sargas, go into the Auroradon line with the Springans card, or Therion King. You can also find yourself in a position in a combo where you actually have the ABC pieces, but you're missing Therion King for that extra negate, and that's going to help you get there and still have your full board. This card is crazy because it's essentially a free special summon into Sargas, would get you either the Auroradon line if you don't have it already, or Therion King for free. Infinitrack River Stormer, you don't absolutely have to have him because we have so many ways to get into Therion King, but we want to keep having more ways to get into Therion King, and Infinitrack is going to help do that. What you'll want to do is you'll get Infinitrack out with the Galaxy Soldier pieces, which will give you 2 monsters on board for a Link summon, and you'll be able to search Therion King. When you search Therion King, and if you get an ABC piece out of the grave, then you get a free Auroradon line there too. That's why this card is so good. Gigantic Champion Sargas, just like I said earlier, for Springans Merrymaker, you're never going to summon him the regular way. You're going to go through Springans Merrymaker. Go ahead and search either the Springans card so you can go the Auroradon line without the ABC pieces, or you can just search Therion King. You can technically do both. If you use Qliphort Genius, you'll use this to be able to search Therion King and continue the Auroradon line. It's pretty wild. This card isn't absolutely necessary, but I love to have all the options without being stuck. I don't want to be in the middle of a combo and say I can't do it. I want to be able to do it. It's IP Masquerena. You'll either end the board with Abyss Dweller or IP Masquerena to help get into Unicorn so that you spin one of the opponent's cards, so another disruption, and then get you into Access Code the following turn. I used to use it for Underworld Goddess, but I don't have Underworld Goddess in the deck anymore. I got to find a way to get it in there. As we get into Master Rank, we may need to do that. Borg Blocker, bread and butter of the extra deck as well, because he's going to help you get into Auroradon without absolutely needing machine monsters on the board. So usually I use my Ancient Fairy Dragon after using all the effects for Board Blocker. Also helps you discard so that you can send a card to the grave if it's one of the ABC pieces and you need the ABC pieces in the grave. Knightmare Unicorn to help you get you into access code and for the spin, obviously. Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon, obviously one of the main combo lines. And then access code topper to go for game or get over that big beat stick and also start destroying some cards. But that's it for the deck there, y'all. Comment down below what y'all think, your opinions. But let's get into the combos. So this is the new combo route with the board ending with the Abyss Dweller. Now there's so many different ways to get to this combo, but this is really just to show you the bread and butter and what you need to get to the combo. So anyways, Great Sansey in hand and any other Springans card, or Springans Watch and any other Springans card. These two, or not these two cards, but one of these two cards and another Springans card will actually get you the full Auroradon line and Therion King. It's crazy. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you what you want to do is you want to play Great Sansey. Now in this case, we're going to need a second monster to be able to pull this off. I could use B-Buster Drake, and actually I probably will use B-Buster Drake so that I can guarantee ABC. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and activate Springans Watch here. Now, you do want to be careful going this route because you need to keep a Springans card in hand. So what Springans Watch does is it's going to let you bring a Springans card to your hand and then one to the grave. And so we're going to send Springans Rockey. The reason we put Springans Brothers in hand is because when we activate this and we send Springans Brothers, it's going to let us search Springans Rockey. It's going to let us special summon Springans Rockey. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and play Merrymaker. We'll activate Springans Brothers effect. Now, normally you would activate Merrymaker's effect, but we need to keep... I only have 3 Springans monsters in this deck, and we need to keep one in the deck, so we don't want to activate that. We're going to go ahead and special summon Springans Rockey. We'll activate Springans Rockey's effect, bring in Brothers back into the hand. Now we're actually going to equip this to Merrymaker so that it has material for when we go ahead and activate the spell card that we're going to do. What we're going to do is we're going to special summon Gigantic Sargas. So we'll do that. Now we do need a second monster in hand so that we can go, or a second monster on the field, machine monster on the field, so that we can go into Qliphort Genius. So I'm just going to go ahead and normal summon B-Buster here. We're going to go ahead and then go into Qliphort Genius. The nice thing about this is that with B-Buster, because we don't have Union Hanger, we'll be able to search a Union piece, and this won't be the first time we'll be able to do it. So we'll go ahead and search Crush Wyvren here. What we're going to go ahead and do next is we're going to go ahead and activate Sargas' effect. We're going to go ahead and search Tally-Ho Springans. Now, normally we would go into Therion King depending on the cards we had in our hand, but we want to go full combo and we want to end with Abyss Dweller, so we're going to get Tally-Ho Springans. This is going to let us bring more monsters and continue the plays. We're going to go ahead and activate Tally-Ho Springans. This is why we wanted to keep a Springans card in hand, because we have to search one. One has to be in the deck in order for this to work. So we'll go ahead and send both of these. We'll go ahead and search the last Springans card that we have in our deck, and then we're going to special summon. So we're going to special summon both level 4s here. Now make sure to special summon them where they need to be in order to activate Qliphort Genius's effect. And so we'll activate Qliphort Genius's effect. We're not going to activate King Sargas effect unless, Gigantic Champion Sargas, unless it's the opponent's turn. We're going to go ahead and search for Therion King Regulus. And then what we're going to go ahead and do here is we could activate, and actually we will activate. What we're going to do is let's go ahead and we're going to go into Abyss Dweller. So we're going to go into Abyss Dweller. So that's how we get Abyss Dweller on the board. Next, we're going to activate Therion King Regulus. We're going to go ahead and search B-Buster. Again, there's many ways to go into this combo. This is just one of the routes and the routes that I'm showing you. If you open Union Hanger, this route is so much easier. You don't have to be as tricky. We're going to go ahead and activate B-Buster here. We're going to go ahead and summon him. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go actually into Borg Blocker so that we can make room on the board and be able to search a Assault Core. So we'll do this. This is going to let us search a Assault Core. And then we want to send Crush Wyvren with Board Blocker's effect. This is going to get us ABC on the board. Don't activate Abyss Dweller. And so now we'll search a Assault Core because we need a Assault Core. Now the way we get a Assault Core to the grave this way is going to be with Galaxy Soldier. We'll send a Assault Core to the grave. That guarantees ABC now. And then here we'll activate this. This will be discard fodder for ABC. And then now what we want to do is we want to go ahead and go into Auroradon. Now don't select these. Go ahead and start this way. Do not use both pieces of board blocker, so that we can go ahead and clear the board here for Auroradon and the tokens. So be very careful, because I've actually done that several times where I say yes and then I'm like, oh wait, I don't have the space for it. Anyways, activate Auroradon's effect here. Let me turn off the toggle so that it doesn't keep telling me to activate the effect. Anyways, from here, it's the normal route. We're going to go ahead and do everything that we got to do. So we'll get rid of the 2 tokens to get Olion out. From there, we're going to go ahead and go into Denglong. And then we're going to go ahead and search 9 Pillrs. We'll go ahead and activate Olion's effect to get the token out again. Again, there's so many ways to get to this combo. This is just what I had in the hand so that I can show you. We're going to go ahead and get 9 Pillrs. Now we're going to go ahead and get Borreload. So there's Borreload. We'll go ahead and activate Denglong's first, and then Borreload. It doesn't matter at this point, but again, if you don't have a negate prior to this, if you do want to do it that way. Go ahead and do Qliphort Genius. He gets just a little bit stronger. We'll go ahead and summon Chiwen. Now we can summon ABC. And again, if you don't have Galaxy Soldier in hand to discard the ABC pieces, there's so many different ways, and you're going to get so many other cards. Dragon Ravine, either Dragon Ravine, or you'll get Union Hanger. There's just so much. Anyways, so you'll go ahead here, and then we ended with the Called by the Grave as well, so that's just an added bonus. But this is the end board. Omni Negate with Borreload, Omni Negate with Therion King, Omni Negate with Chiwen, and 9 Pillrs. Of course, Droplet, not Droplet safe, but Dark Ruler safe, potentially Droplet safe. GG's too easy to Sprite. And then we have ABC. ABC is also GG's too easy with Sprite. They summon their level 2, you banish it, and then they can't special summon. And then we have Abyss Dweller for the graveyard effects. We have Phantom Beast Olion for the follow-up with access code, because remember, Chiwen and Therion King do leave the board, and in case they're able to out the rest of the board, we want it to be able to have some options. But anyways, this is the board. Now sometimes we'll end the board with Union Hanger. In this case, this combo was done without Union Hanger. So again, the Springans cards will get you the Auroradon line for free and Therion King. It's crazy. It's crazy. You saw that. We had 1 Union monster in hand, which was B-Buster, which is the ideal card to be able to get ABC. If you had opened any other Union monster, unfortunately, you wouldn't have ABC. But that is the board with Abyss Dweller on the board. Very powerful. It's very easy to get to, and all you needed was Great Zancy and another Springans monster. And in this case, for ABC, yeah, it does help to have an ABC piece or something that can get you an ABC piece. But there's so many ways. There's 3 B-Busters, there's 3 Union Hangers, so many ways to get him. Alrighty, y'all, so this combo route I want to show you. If you open Chicken Game, we have 2 chances of fixing our hand here. If you actually look at what we have now, this is a brick, but we're going to use Chicken Game to adjust our hand. The reason we have Chicken Game is because we don't want to open copies of certain cards and then it really be an absolute brick. So we're going to go ahead and play Chicken Game and hope we can fix our hand here, and then I can show you the combo route. So we already have Destrudo, and with Chicken Game, now this has become full combo. So this is the reason I also have Chicken Game in the deck, is because if I just had Destrudo and no actual field spell, then we wouldn't be able to go full combo here. Luckily, I have 2 Chicken Games, so we can go ahead and continue to fix our hand even more. Maxi, you can't ask for any more. So here we absolutely lose to Ash Blossom, but because we have Chicken Game on the board, we're now able to just normal summon any level 4 or any ABC piece. We'll special summon Destrudo. You want to go ahead and make it a level 3, so that now we can go into Ancient Fairy Dragon. So this combo would be worthless without Chicken Game or any field spell. So that's another reason why Chicken Game is in the deck, is so that I have more opportunities to go into this combo as well. Because you can also go into the combo if you get Galaxy Soldier and Olion on board, as long as you have a field spell. Doesn't matter what field spell. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and activate this just to go ahead and continue to get more cards on the board. Go ahead and activate Ancient Fairy Dragon, sending the field spell. It's worthless now. The opponent can't use it. And then here you could choose to go Therion King, but because we don't have B engraved, we're going to go ahead and go Union Hanger instead. We'll go ahead and search our B-Buster. Now we can special summon B-Buster with Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect. being able to take advantage of Union Hanger's effect here. Go ahead and activate this. We're going to search Sea Crush. So we'll go Union Driver first. Go ahead and send Union Driver to the grave. We're going to go ahead and get Sea Crush Wyvern. We're going to go ahead and activate Sea Crush Wyvern. And then now we can go ahead and go into any plays we want. Now here, you want to be careful. If you absolutely know you're playing tier, you might just want to go into Abyss Dweller if you want. We have all 3 pieces of the puzzle here. So we can actually, if we wanted to, we can actually go Therion King here, and we may be able to go full combo. So what we're going to do is we'll go Merrymaker. We'll go ahead and get rid of... let's go ahead and get rid of these 2 here, because we're going to get Therion King. So if we go Merrymaker, we'll go ahead and activate this. Now, what do we have in grave? We don't have any of them in grave. So we're going to go ahead and send this to the grave. We can go ahead and equip them if we want. No, we won't do that, actually. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and go into Gigantic Champion Sargas. And so this here is actually letting us go a full combo. And we get to choose what we want to. And so this is going to be going the IP route, not the Abyss Dweller route. And that's only because we are missing certain pieces here. So what we can do is, depending on what you want to do, you could still go Abyss Dweller if you wanted, but you won't have a full board. You won't have the extra negate with Therion King. So if you think Abyss Dweller is worth more than the negate that Therion King is, then you want to go ahead and do that. So here, what you would do is you would use Tally-Ho and then bring out the Springans monsters instead of looking for Therion King. Depending on how I was doing it, I would probably do the negate just so that I can get more cards in my hand. But what I would do here is go ahead and activate this. I'm going to show you the IP route, and then we'll go ahead and get Therion King Regulus. Whoa, it looked like my opponent wanted to activate something. And then we'll go ahead and activate Therion King. We'll go ahead and bring back Sea Crush because we're going to special summon. We'll do this. Go ahead and activate this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into Borg Blocker. And we can use whatever we want here pretty much. We're going to go ahead and go B so that we can search. So we'll go Borg Blocker. Then we're going to do our search. We're not going to discard. If you wanted to, like let's say you wanted a chicken game for next turn, you could. Since technically we don't need Tally-Ho. But we do want discard fodder as well. And so anyways, we'll cancel that. We're not going to activate any of this. We'll go ahead and get B Buster. And now this way, what we can do is we can go into IP Masquerena. And then with the special summon, we'll have our 3rd piece that we need to be able to do. Like I can't remember his name. I'm having a brain fart. Auroradon. And so anyways, we'll special summon B Buster. This is also going to get us more discard fodder. We're going to go ahead and go into Auroradon here. And this is the combo route with Therion and IP on the board. Anyways, we activate this. We're going to go ahead and do our search so we have more fodder for ABC for the discard effect. But we have Maxx anyway, so it's going to gain us more cards if they don't negate it. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and do the tokens. At this point, if we can get a Assault Core to the grave, we could actually summon double ABC if we wanted to. But no, the board is going to be too full for that. Anyways, we go ahead and get rid of this. We're going to go for Lion. From here, we're going to go into Denglong, the Denglong. And then that's going to let us search 9 Pillrs. 9 Pillrs, y'all. If you haven't been following this deck, it's going to give us protection from Dark Ruler No More. Potentially Forbidden Droplet. If you're playing against Sprite and they summon their monster with an effect, you return it to the deck, and then after that they can't special summon anything. Usually they scoop it up after that. It's usually GG's after that against Sprite. And so there's just a bunch of things that you can counteract with the 9 Pillrs. So very effective as part of the combo, because even if they have Forbidden Droplet, it may not work. If they have Dark Ruler No More, it's not going to work. So you're pretty much protected from everything at this point. From here, we're going to go into Borreload Savage Dragon. Go ahead, and I do like to put everything in defense. That way, if they do have a heavy storm or lightning storm, sorry, if they have a lightning storm, I don't got to worry about it. We're going to activate Chiwen first in case they nib us at this point if you didn't have a negate on board. So if you don't have a negate on board at this point, always do them first anyways. That way if they have a nib, it's not wasted. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and equip Borg Blocker. I like to line my 3 union monsters in a row with this combo. Go ahead and summon Chiwen here. And then now we have room for ABC still. And then if you look at this board, the end board here, actually a really great end board. Now this deck doesn't have Underworld Goddess. If it did, it would be even more powerful, but I like the way that I have the extra deck now. So we have a Omni Negate with Savage Dragon, Omni Negate with Therion King, Omni Negate with Chiwen and 9 Pillars, but this here is even stronger. It's a counter trap card, so it's going to be the fastest spell speed, if not 5. It's going to return the card to the hand, so they won't get the destruction effect if it has a destruction effect. Again, if you're going against Sprite, it's going to return to the deck. They won't be able to special summon. You'll be protected from Dark Ruler and potentially even protected from Forbidden Droplet. So very strong. Then you have the Banish with ABC. Then, in this case, IP is only going to be good for a spin if you also need to clear the board. So you have a spin, you have a Banish, you have an Omni Negate with protection from Dark Ruler, potentially Forbidden Droplet, GG's against Sprite. You have Therion King Negate, and you have Borreload Savage Negate. We ended with Maxx in our hand in this case. And y'all, if y'all don't think we're going to have space for ABC's effect, when you negate with Chiwen, it clears Chiwen off the board. When you negate with Therion King, it clears Therion King off the board, leaving enough room to activate ABC's second effect, bring in your ABC monsters. So that's what's so unique about this combo, is not only do you have the negates, you are going to be able to activate ABC's secondary effect, because you're going to clear Chiwen off the board and Therion King off the board. So you can literally play everything here. Anyways, at this point, most of the time you're going to win. There's a few things obviously that can break this board. You're talking, double, probably like a double, or I'll show you. You know what? Let me show you actually here. So obviously we would choose a different order, but if I wanted to start making room for ABC, I could negate that with Therion King, for example. And so now we just need to clear Chiwen on the next one. If I don't have any way to protect Chiwen, usually Chiwen goes first because they could just run over him. Anyway, so I'm actually going to get to show you. I'll activate this. And then the nice thing too is they can't respond to it. So if they wanted to chain it with a Forbidden Droplet, too bad. Anyways, we'll activate this. And then see, now we have room on the board for ABC. And then from here, we can just do whatever we want. I'm going to go ahead and just activate this. We can spin the monster. The nice thing too is with Unicorn on the board, next turn we go into our win condition, because typically we don't have enough monsters to go for game on the follow-up, is we just go access code at that point. Or several other options. For example, I'll get double ABC out if I wanted to, because I'm sending a Assault Core if I don't send ABC for the effect. Anyways, we got that spin. It's now spun. And that's pretty much it. Here's where you have the room now. Oh, I activated the wrong effect. That's my bad. Let me just get rid of this. Don't do that. Activate the second effect. I just accidentally clicked the first one. Usually it's spent by the time I need to activate it, because usually the opponents are playing 1-card combos and all 5 cards in their deck or in their hand are 1-card combos. So, us as ABC players, we don't have that luxury. Anyways, I usually always equip it to C, because they always want to go for C first. And there we are. So this is our win condition once it comes back to our turn, because we're able to go into the rest of the link plays in our deck and SGGs, and then we just go access code or go whatever we want plus ABC. But that is that combo route. Very effective, and you usually get that combo very often. Alrighty, so I do want to show this one really quick with Galaxy Soldier in hand. You might think this is a pretty bad hand, but you actually end up, I think, with 3 negates and a banish with this hand. Or it might be 2 negates and a banish, but I'm going to show you. You just use Galaxy Soldier. Doesn't matter. Go ahead and send these. Luckily, we have 2 Called by the Graves here, so we can stop Maxx and Ash Blossom with this hand. It's kind of crazy. And so anyways, we go ahead. I think something that would kind of cook us would probably be a Bestial, but Bestials do hurt this deck, but it's not that bad. Anyways, activate the second Galaxy Soldier. Go ahead and activate this. An Imperm could hurt too, obviously, so just keep in mind, I mean, we can't have the out to everything, right? But we have the out to an Ash and a Maxx. We're going to go ahead and go into Infinitrack. With Infinitrack, we are going to go ahead and search Therion King. And so we'll activate this. We'll send that. We'll go ahead and search Therion King. Yes, we want him in our hand. With Therion King, we're going to go ahead and activate him. We're going to go ahead and bring back B-Buster. And the reason is we haven't done our normal summon yet. And so we'll go ahead and activate Therion King. Then we'll unequip B-Buster. And then this is going to let us go ahead and go into Borg Blocker. So Galaxy Soldier opens up a bunch of combo routes. Opens up a bunch of options for you. So that you're not just stuck with nothing. We want to get ASO Core because we don't have him yet. And so we're going to go ahead and normal summon him. What's in the grave here? Oh yeah, it's the effect. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and go into the Auroradon combo. We're not going to activate ASO Core's effect, so unfortunately we'll only be able to keep one Called by the Grave in hand for the following turn because we're going to want that discard fodder. If we did have a second ABC piece, we could get it back from the grave, but in this case we can't. So we go ahead and do this, and you already know this route here with Auroradon. We're going to go into Chiwen with 9 Pillars and then get out we'll get out Borreload, but I'm going to go ahead and complete the combo just for the sake of the video. So we'll go into Denglong, summon Denglong, then we'll activate this, activate him first so he can't get Ash, so we don't get through a negate. But like, again, we have Called by the Grave if you mess up, but always activate that first, chain block it. Anyways, we'll go ahead and do this. We're going to search 9 Pillars, and we're going to go ahead and go into Borreload. Especially put them in defense in this case in case they have a Lightning Storm. Activate this. We're going to go ahead and activate Chiwen first in case you get nibbed and don't have a negate when you're at this point of the combo. That way at least you have one negate with Chiwen and a Dream. Anyways, activate this. At this point we play Chiwen. Now Chiwen, you think, oh well, they'll just run over Chiwen. That's why ABC is here, because ABC can get us that protection if they try to run over Chiwen. And so this is what this board looks like just with Galaxy Soldier in hand and then the other ABC pieces. So if you think you brick, you're not going to brick. That Galaxy Soldier got us to 3 negates and a banish. And then we have the Called by the Grave also. So this is actually pretty strong. Again, they could run over Chiwen, but that's why ABC's banish effect is there. Once you get rid of Chiwen or Therion King, you can just separate ABC and then you go for access code and the rest of the plays and then the second ABC as well. So anyways, just wanted to kind of go over that and show you that if you saw that hand, you can still get all of this just with that hand. Alrighty, y'all, that's going to be it for the video. I do appreciate y'all tuning in. I do want to ask if you can please do me the favor of liking the video if you haven't already. It helps out massively, more than you know. It helps get the video out there in front of more faces, which they'll get to view the video, hopefully joining the community, getting more people into the channel, help growing the channel. Not just that, maybe participating in more tournaments, which stay tuned. I will be hosting a tournament in September, and we'll go back to hosting regular tournaments on the channel like we used to. I do want to say I am very grateful for every single person that comments, that likes the videos, that shares them, that watches them. All of that helps a ton. It helps get the video out there. It helps with the monetization portion of the video, which ultimately is going to help me get a new streaming setup because my computer is at the end of its lifespan. I do want to give a special thank you to the first member of the channel, Jerome Jones. Since I've been back to YouTube, I really appreciate that. We had a few subscriptions out on Twitch as well, y'all. Thank you so much. That's massive. Again, it's all going to go towards a new streaming setup. And everybody else that supports with likes, comments, watching the video. It means a lot, y'all. Y'all are too good to me. Every single one of y'all are legends. Let me know what you think of the deck. Any critiques, any recommendations, any other combo routes, anything to make this deck even better. As we go into Master Rank, we are going to change up some of the hand traps and tweak up the deck a little bit, maybe even the extra deck. So I'll keep you guys posted in future videos while we're on the road to Master 1. Hopefully I can make it, just because it's almost the end of the month and I don't know if I'm going to have the time, but I'm definitely going to try and grind. Thank you all so much. I'll catch you on the next one.